guys, so let's talk about the relationship of the lead arm to the chest. Now, this is a really important thing that you want to understand, and it's something that a very famous golf coach, somebody who is very much trending on social media as well at the moment, under the name of Pete Cowen, talks a lot about. Now, Pete Cowen is a well-known golf coach who has taught many of Europe's best golfers and many major winners. And he always talks about this phrase, loading the lead arm. And it is a really important thing to understand because it really helps golfers get a sense for sequence. Now, you'd have been familiar with this idea before. Loading the lead arm is no real different than, you know, the drills of popping a towel under your arm and things like that. It's a very similar concept. However, the reason why I want to talk about it is because one of the things that a lot of amateur golfers miss out on is the functionality of the trail arm and the role that that plays in loading the lead arm. So let me explain. First thing you want to do in the backswing position is you want to make sure you understand that it's very much just hands and arms first. And this is the first stage of loading the lead arm. So this is basically me using my right hand and using my left arm to move to the side of my body, keeping my head nice and still. And immediately, if I do that, my left arm starts to get closer towards my chest. Fine. Now, it seems simple. Many amateur golfers move too much, and then obviously your left arm can't get closer towards your chest, so it has to be hands and arms first, and you should immediately start to feel a bit more of a stretch underneath your lead arm, because you're going to feel like your hands are moving further away from the center line of your body. That's the first thing. Now, from that position, that's not quite enough, okay, because what tends to happen with some students that I work with is they kind of start to get quite good at this, but then as they swing back, they just start to sort of turn everything together, and then from here, this doesn't increase that sort of stretching sensation of loading the arm. What you are looking for from that position is you want to make sure that your lower body still stays very quiet, okay, so it's going to be like your upper body more, lower body staying quiet. A good way to think about that is keep that trail leg flexed, and then from here what you want to do is just get a sense that your right hand is pulling your left arm closer to your chest. See what I'm doing? And that is now loading the lead arm. So my right hand is pulling my left arm close to my chest. Now, a great drill you can do to practice this is get your hands like so, put your right hand underneath your left, so the back of your right hand's in contact with the back of your left hand, and basically do exactly the same feeling. Take the club back, try and get the club as wide as you can. So see, I'm trying to feel like I'm stretching that club head to the wall over here to the side of me. And then from here, I'm not going to kind of do anything else. I'm just going to use my right hand to lift my left arm across my chest as I allow a little bit of chest rotation. And here I am. Okay, my left arm is close to my chest. Now, that is known as loading the lead arm. Okay, or you can just understand your left arm is going to do this and it's going to do this, okay, and it's the composition of both of those that we're trying to get. That's massively important because that shapes your backswing position. Now, if you want to carry that on, okay, so most golfers that I meet will be successful by just kind of doing that and then dropping their arms down the back of the ball. That would be fine. Some golfers want to take it a step further, and the way you take it a step further is you do exactly the same drill, but as you start the downswing, you still maintain this feeling of pulling as you turn. And what that means is that you're still maintaining that load. Okay, so you're basically trying to get that lead arm up across your chest, and then as you transition, you don't want to just immediately sort of feel like you're letting this go. You want to feel like you're turning your chest so that lead arm stays very squashed, okay, across you. Now, the way you do it in the downswing is you don't pull the club up as you turn. What you do is you push out. Okay, so what you're doing in the backswing position is your right hand stays very much underneath your left to pull the arm up. But then as you start the downswing and you start to move to the left with your chest, if you want to create that sort of loading sensation, you need to let your right arm straighten. See what I'm doing? So that's pushing the club away from me as I turn. And then again, you're going to reactivate that stretch. And doing that basically means you're maximizing that leverage. It means that you're going to be maximizing your potential distance. And it also means that you don't have to have a massive swing to be able to produce a lot of whipping sensation. But the point that I wanted to create in very much this video is you have to use your right arm in the backswing to help you lift the left arm up across your chest, and then as you start the downswing, you need to allow it to straighten to maximize the width as you turn with it. And then all of a sudden you are going to be creating that sort of whipping analogy of that lead arm, where you're going to get it up across your chest, turn down, and you could do it lead hand only, but imagine the effect. If I use my right hand to pull it closer, tight, and then push it away, and you're going to really stretch that lead arm out and give you miles more sort of speed more effortlessly. I'll see you soon.